Konnichiwa, Eric.
Oh, konnichiwa, my good friend. We are so back.
We are so back in the booth. It has been a lot of things have happened since I last spoke with you. So many things.
I know we haven't even spoken to each other in just over 2 weeks. Yeah, I don't know, dude. All I can say is me so starved for podcasting.
Me so hungry for the microphone and for some Subway sandwiches as well. It's been a minute since I walked through the green and yellow gates. But yeah, you're Mr. Intercontinental over here. Let's see. Like in the last 3 weeks, Coachella came and passed. The NFT gallery by your apartment turned into a mushroom dispensary, and
Oh,
you traveled across the entire respectful nation of Japan.
that's right. Most importantly, did the NFT gallery actually turn into a mushroom dispensary?
Yeah, bro, I walked by it yesterday.
Oh no. Dude, like Chinatown opened a normal business challenge impossible. Am I right?
Yeah, can they just have a bodega already? Like we
Yeah, dude.
uh,
Why
not
can't
a
I
grocery
buy
store.
toilet paper anywhere within walking distance, but I can buy mushrooms and fentanyl?
Yeah, you get a bored ape, bored ape JPEG, but you can't get paper towel.
Yeah, dude. God damn it. Fuck. Well, that's kind of interesting. That's the same place that didn't give me their security footage when my car got broken into directly in front of their
Mhm.
business. They told me that it wasn't plugged in, which I'm just gonna choose to believe because I was at my wit's end there. But wow, mushrooms, eh?
Yeah, so are you going to become a, what is it, a psilocybin and a Phoebe Philo enjoyer?
Oh shit, that was cool. Yeah, I think so. That'd be cool, like crossover Phoebe Philo mushroom collab. I guess I don't
Mhm.
know. Like,
The outfits are a little trippy.
yeah, yeah, true. Like the zipper pants. You know, what I mean, a lot of like secret storage options in there. I'm guessing.
Yeah, to hide the, like, 3 ounces you're allowed to legally carry.
Yeah, exactly. Well, in Vancouver, you can do almost anything you want and get away with it. Thanks,
Mhm.
Trudeau, fucking loser.
Yeah, shout out to Portland for crawling so we could run.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, shout out to the tenderloin. You know, we
Mhm.
don't forget our forefathers over here.
Yeah, we got some down bad neighborhoods here, but there's some that are down worse, and they're setting new lows for us.
Hmm. Man,
Detroit.
yeah, exactly. Man, like it's crazy to even talk about drugs because for like 2 whole weeks, I didn't even like smell any weed. Like it's like a violent, or not violent. It's like a federal crime in Japan to possess any weed or do anything against the rules. Like you will end
Right.
up in jail for jaywalking over there. So,
Damn.
I'm having quite a culture shock moment as I, plug in this USB microphone and get back to reality.
Where you're allowed to say anything you want online. This isn't the same, like, Singaporean dystopia that happens over in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, totally. The facial ID can't get me here.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I'm
Some
glad to be back, Ty. I had a brilliant direct flight on the return home. One way Narita Airport to YVR and business. Got the nice little lay flat in Air Canada. Shouts to the good folks over at uh, AC. You know what I mean? They
Shout
really
out Air
treated me
Canada.
like a king.
Dude, honestly, my favorite thing about Air Canada is that their flights usually leave on time. My least favorite thing is they still got the screens on the seats. Like, why do they still have screens in the seats?
I'm going to need you to elaborate a little bit more on that because screens are good.
Screen good, you think. Only if Screen knew, Eric. I flew Air Canada for a blue eye home from Los Angeles last weekend, and the
Yes, the
screen
6 a.m. LAX YVR flight. I'm very familiar.
yeah, you're trying to get there right before your first Zoom meeting of the day.
Yeah.
Just pray that it isn't delayed.
Yeah.
But every single chair has a screen, which normally good, but because the screen was, like, added to that chair in, like, 1995, when you touch it, it, like, leaves a little PC cursor wherever your finger went.
Oh, no.
Nothing loads. There's no games. You can't even play blackjack.
Oh,
Like,
no.
no Angry Bird on there.
Dude, honestly, at this point, I'm happy you just made it back in one piece thanks to Boeing, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, these days, it's a real crapshoot. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
dude.
I'm happy that screen didn't come flying off because, the fuselage cracked open.
Oh, dude, it feels so good to land safely. Like, when I land, I'm like, "Bawang." That's how I feel.
Yeah,
But
dude.
I'm looking forward to when we get to the next generation of in-flight entertainment, Eric. You know how the oxygen mask drops from the ceiling?
Yep.
I want them to just get rid of that. No one has ever used that in their life, and I want a Oculus 3 to drop, the Apple Vision Pro, as soon
Hmm.
as we reach cruising altitude. Everyone can then lock into their virtual reality. You don't have to be on that plane anymore, baby. You can be at your destination. You can be back at home with the wife and kids. You can be
Hmm.
you can be killing zombies in COD. It doesn't matter. Everyone is in their own world. That is the ideal plane experience, is no connection to what's going
Yeah.
on. And it's gonna happen. We're a few years out.
I think you're completely right about that. Like the best flight experience is not being on the flight.
Mhm. It's
So having
the
like
lobby bar.
another yeah, having the it's the it's the Centurion Lounge actually.
Mhm.
But the yeah, having an Oculus drop down would be really nice. Because then I don't need to like see or hear anyone around me. I don't need to see like the guy like picking and flicking his nose.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? In row 48. So yeah, I can be in economy and have a great time. So that sounds pretty nice.
Dude, picking and flicking is how a sandwich artist assembles the vegetables. They're just like
Oh
black
no.
olive on, cucumber on.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
it'll be great.
what's nice about the lay flat pods is I don't have anyone around me. Like when I'm sitting in my seat, I can't see a single person. Like
Wow.
they've designed it so you're like everyone's like kind of facing away from each other, and you got this nice little cocoon kind of around you. So
Mhm.
lots of privacy. I even took my pants off on the flight. But
Oh
I've
my
never done that in
god.
economy before. But in the lay flat pod, I felt entitled to sit there in my underwear, in my wrapped up in my little duvet. So yeah, dude, that's
Wow.
that's a game changer for me.
That is such a flex. I've never been able to
Yeah.
procure a lay flat, so I can't even imagine. You're landing in Tokyo with just, like, a full emerging a beautiful butterfly from this cocoon because you got, like, such a beauty sleep, I'm sure.
Oh, dude, 100%. I got like 4 hours of sleep, which for me is like unheard of. Like I never
Mhm.
ever close my eyes even on the plane because I'm always
Mm.
like waiting for the crazy lady next to me, not my partner, to steal my stuff or like spill something on me. So I'm happy to say that I had my nice little area where I can hide my stuff,
Mhm.
take off my pants. I could have even wanked one if I wanted
I
to,
was
Ty.
gonna
That's how much
say,
privacy I had.
like, a real good wanking opportunity.
Oh,
Um,
dude, nothing like getting a getting a nut off before bed on the AC flight to Japan,
yeah.
dude. You sleep like a baby.
You know what? I think, like, this is so dude, like, if you think about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, what we're talking about is, like, the very peak of the pyramid. Like, the
Getting a nut off.
foundational one, yeah. Foundationally, it's just, like, I just don't wanna get coughed on anymore, you know? Like,
Yeah.
that's what I'm so tired of, like, people just keep sneezing
Hmm.
on me.
Hmm. Yeah, that's like a middle tier need, like to arrive in good health. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? At the very bottom is like physically your body is at the destination. But yeah,
Mhm.
you're right. At the top, it's like, can I have the person clear my tablecloth when I'm done eating my Hawksworth Dijon chicken leg.
Right, right, like, yeah, will they give me a 7th glass of true champagne, no prosecco here.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
The Moet.
I do want to talk about what I ate on the plane because this is like obviously I'm
Mhm.
not used to this life, and going back to economy very soon will it'll if you don't hear from me for a while, it's because I offed myself.
Yeah, dude.
But
All luxuries eventually become necessities, am I right?
exactly. Yeah, the return flight, I was like, this shit regular, you know?
Mhm.
But yeah, I had some tuna tataki, 3 courses actually, at 30,000 feet, which was pretty fun.
Dude, seafood on the airplane's so twisted because it's like, you're not at 30,000 feet for the fish is at 40,000 feet. Like, they are
No,
so far above sea level.
mhm. The fish are at minus 1,000 feet, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
we're just going the opposite direction at this point. But anyways, I had well, okay, first service on the flight is a nice little complimentary glass of sparkling wine before takeoff.
Mhm.
Uh, I tried to nurse it for takeoff so I could like have something in my hand as we're speeding off the runway, but
Mm.
they told me to finish it before we went wheels up,
Mm.
unfortunately.
It's like when you play, yeah, you can't drink and drive, right? So you gotta they might need to tap you in if a co-pilot goes down, so put the liquor down.
Yeah, exactly. Are there any podcasters on this flight? We need you at the captain's chair.
We need you to work the radio.
Yeah, exactly. Chances are, if
This
you're a podcaster, you also you also have used a simulator at some point.
for sure. This is Eric from Think Fresh to Ground Control, awaiting instructions for landing.
Awaiting instructions. That's right. Also, thinkfreshpodcast.com is the website. Oh fuck. Anyways, what else happened? Oh, first service after that was some warm nuts, and I opted for
Mm.
the IPA. I thought a perfect pairing for my warm cashews was a
Mhm.
nice hoppy beverage.
Mhm.
Got to sample the Aperol Spritz on
Mm.
board. Obviously, tea and coffee came. Had some whiskey as well, and yeah, all those drinks really put me out. I'll be honest.
Mhm. You don't need half a Xanadu when you got the, Air Canada Aperol Spritz.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, so that was my flight experience. It was really, really nice. I did have a kind of a short-ish layover in Korea on the way there, which didn't sound bad on paper. Kind of fun actually to touch the ground in a new country.
Mhm.
Kiss
North or
the
south?
south.
Cool.
Yeah, kiss the ground at the business lounge there as well. But
Mhm.
it turned out to make my experience really tiresome because I got to my hotel around 10 p.m.
Mm.
after like probably like a 16-hour journey. It just really added too much to the itinerary. But yeah, I
Mhm.
managed to get to my place real late. I went straight to bed, which is a fun move on vacation to go straight to bed as soon as you get to your destination.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's
Bed for
that's my
dinner.
journey. Yeah.
That's an incredible journey. I'm very jealous. I wanna there's not a chair in my house that sounds as comfortable as the business class, layback, so maybe I
Hmm.
should cop one of those for, like, the cut corner of my living room.
Hmm. I think on the bucket list for Think Fresh, there is a kind of like it's called Q Suites. It's like Qatar Airways
Mm.
business class product where if you sit in the middle next to someone, you can actually lower the partition and then combine your seats together to create like a twin bed. And I think it'd be really fun if me and you did that.
Uh, specifically for podcasting, right?
Exactly, Ty. We need to have like our own little kind of like flat surface where we can kind of just get comfy and, wire up.
Right, right, right. Are you wearing a wire?
Yeah. I won't take my pants off for that. Don't worry.
Thank you. I respect that that you respect me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make that happen one day. I have, definitely, like, explored the 3D walkthrough of Qatar Airlines' upstairs seating on their
Ah,
double-decker
yes.
airplanes, and it does look very desirable.
Hmm.
Maybe one day if I have to go to the UAE for business or pleasure or
Hmm.
football, I don't know why.
Yeah, I think so. With all sports kind of going in that direction, I think we could probably make it happen.
Mhm, mhm, yeah, we're gonna go hang out with, like, the Live Golf crew or something. They're get invited to their after party.
Hmm. Go
Wow,
break
dude,
bread with Ronaldo.
I did catch a flick on your gram of your layback, and I noticed in one of the many, many cup holders that was around you, there seemed to be a device that looked an like an in-house Nintendo Switch, like a personal video gaming system that came with the seat. Can you walk me through what I observed?
Yeah, absolutely. So the problem is, Ty, when you're all the way reclined in the lay flat position, and you're looking through all the new releases, and you're like, maybe I'll tap into Oppenheimer on my way to Hiroshima. You know,
It's kind of ironic.
exactly. You can't reach the screen. It's too far away. And
Damn.
it's a great problem to have, but the way Air Canada has solved it is they give you a portable little PSP looking device where you can control the screen with a little game controller. So you can kind of lay back with your noise canceling headphones on and, I don't know, scroll through all the Netflix originals that way.
Oh, very cool. And do they have like Mario Kart on that thing or
I wish. I don't know if they have any games. I honestly use the screen for like an hour total. I watched like the Ferrari movie
Mm.
for like a little bit, and then I passed out. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a nice feature. It took me a while to figure out, to be honest, because there's like a dual screen situation. We have like whatever you want on the big screen, and then you can like do other things on the small screen, but it's the same
Mm.
stuff. So you can like watch a
Mm.
different. I think you can watch a different show on the small screen.
Damn,
I was
boot
like,
up
wait, how
Family
do I?
Guy on there.
Damn, Subway Surfers on the big screen, Family Guy on the small screen.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Anything to get me through this flight. Well, that's incredible, Eric. What a journey.
I
It
know.
makes you realize the world is a big place, you know? Like it's
Yeah.
pretty the circumference of the world is many, many footlongs.
I'm surprised you didn't look up the distance already for this
Dude,
podcast.
yeah, I should have been monitoring your flight online. You know, like people watch like Taylor Swift's private jet. I'm like following your Airbus across the Arctic.
Yeah, dude. Why is this guy stopping in Korea? Like, I had to check in on the Koreans for like, why are you guys so obsessed with Subway over here? What's going
Why are
on?
they? Damn. Did you see a
Yeah.
subway in like the Seoul airport?
I did not, but I did see like only three or four in Japan. Like, pretty rare to come by, even though they do appreciate American fast food. Like, you
Mhm.
can easily find a McDonald's or a Wendy's or a Denny's. I think I snapped you a flick of the Denny's in Tokyo.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Denny's as a shareholder.
Yeah.
I support their international business growth.
Yeah. I just realized like you could have one share and then call yourself a minority owner.
Yeah, dude. I'm a minority owner of at least 500 companies.
Yeah, damn.
Shout out to my ETF fam.
Mhm. Damn. But yeah, no real subways. I did peek my head into one, and there were anime characters holding sandwiches, which was nice.
Oh,
They use anime in their marketing over there.
of course they do.
Yeah. So now I'm realizing why all the Twitter profiles are anime.
I wonder though, like, I feel like the average Subway enjoyer, regardless of country, is a bit of a Japanophile. So, but they haven't brought the anime characters to the North American market. Do you think that the blue collar crew would detest that, or do you think like because I feel like there's a sleeper like sect of people that go to Subway North America that fit into that demographic?
Yeah, I think you're definitely onto something here. Like, there's a whole incel category that
Hmm. That's the
Subway's not
word
really
I was.
speaking
Yeah,
to.
Subway's not speaking to the incels enough for sure.
No, definitely not. They got the Scotty Barnes types, I mean, the
Hmm.
tall athletes, but they don't really have anyone kind of directly speaking to the manga lover, which in North
Hmm.
America is a bit of a red flag. You know what I mean? Like, over there it's mainstream, but once you bring that stuff here, it's like, are you okay? Like, is there some demon that you're feeding with that stuff? What's going on?
It is a bit weird. So in a way, like because it's all these like alpha male types that are good at sport, Subway's just mogging their own demographic in a way. Like all these incel types that actually eat there are like, that ain't me. Like,
Hmm. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I don't know, man. How would you freak the Subway menu to better cater to the incel manga lover?
well, I think cute little drawings of ponies holding the sandwiches would be pretty funny.
Hmm. Personally, I would throw in an octopus sandwich. I think there's room for a tentacle play in the menu.
For all we know, there are tentacles in the food. They're just well ground.
Oh, yeah, very true.
Hmm.
Yeah, the seafood medley. You know what I mean? I haven't seen any suction cups in there, but
Mhm.
there could be some just kind of like melted down and then reformed into other obscure little shapes.
Mhm. They've gone from cups to plates to bowls.
Hmm.
I other than that, like, I think there's an opportunity to use the same shape of the sandwich to, like, do a roll, like a hand roll would be kinda cool.
Oh hell
Like,
yeah!
do you want flatbread, wrap,
Or tunnel.
seaweed? Yeah. Little seaweed
I
and
need you
rice
to
action?
burrow. I need you to burrow into my sandwich, into my footlong, and just stuff it with ingredients. You know, don't cut into it.
Mhm.
I guess the flatbread is maybe the closest thing we have to that, but it has to be rolled, not folded. You know.
D I bet you could make a special request to do that, and it would be awesome to have the it'd be like a little cinnamon bun, you know?
Yeah, totally. And then get some like unshredded lettuce to kind of house the entire thing in place
Mhm.
of seaweed, of course.
You'd wanna run marinara along it all of it because you need something to stick everything together.
Mm,
Marinara
like
is
a
the
glue.
glue of the sandwich,
Nice. Yeah, that's smart actually. Huh.
or melted cheese, that would probably work better.
Yeah, true. Very true. Big cheese country, Japan.
Is it? Really?
Actually, maybe not as much as Korea. I think Koreans love their melted cheese and corn. It's like a thing that you can get everywhere. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, unless you're getting, like a cheesy omu rice or something, I don't really feel like I'm having a lot of cheese when I go out for Japanese food, especially in, like, the
Hmm.
maki world. There's a little bit of cream cheese, but I just assumed that was Western rolls.
Yeah, true. Okay, I think it's time we talk about the Western rolls because I want to be honest and say that sushi in Canada, on average, actually, okay, let me phrase it this way. On average, it's the sushi's better in Japan. Okay,
On
obviously,
average.
we'll give them that.
Mhm.
But when you come here, if you want to get into rolls, you're gonna be better off doing that here because over there they don't really fuck with rolls too much. I think
Mhm.
all rolls are Western if you think about it.
Interesting. That
Yeah.
makes sense because, like, when you think about even, like, the emoji options of Japanese food, it's nigiri, you know? It's sashimi.
Hmm.
You don't
Yeah.
got
Exactly.
there's no maki emoji.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you're 100% right. Like, great observation.
Thank you. I always thought that was kinda weird.
It is weird. And like now that I'm kind of reflecting on it, like when you get sushi here, and I'm assuming this is only the case here, but maybe it's global. Like there's a BC roll, there's Alaska roll, California roll. What else? There's like they're all named after like West Coast
Oh my
North
god.
American places.
I never really thought about that. I'm like, why would they have a California roll in Tokyo? Of course, that's not what they're gonna have.
Yeah, I mean, on first glance, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I can. They definitely love American stuff over there. Like,
Mhm.
there's big Americana culture, but yeah, no California rolls. They don't fuck with the West Coast lifestyle.
Mhm.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
I love me some West Coast sushi. I love me some authentic Japanese sushi, and I love all my players that are kinda going somewhere in between, you know, doing a bit of both. Like, I went to Sugarfish, last
Oh
weekend
shit.
in South Bay, and that's the perfect combo, you know, they throw in 1 or 2 hand rolls, they give you a little bit of, like, a ton of nigiri.
Yeah.
You're just kinda living in both worlds.
Hmm. I find that sugarfish is like 80% people watching.
Oh, for sure.
It's like I hope I run into like Olivia Rodrigo there. You know, that's kind of the
Mhm.
vibe.
Yeah, 100%. You're feasting more with your eyes than your tongue.
Yeah, that is true, and it is pleasantly plated. I will admit.
Mhm. It is a treat for all the senses. That rice is nice and sweet. I like that rice, which
Hmm.
is so,
So you
like
had what's that?
oh, you feel free to ask me a question.
Of course. Sorry, I've been talking too much, but you you had a nice little trip down to LA. I saw you had a bit of a wacky itinerary, which I wanted to ask you about. You went to a few places that I've never heard of, but they kind of like triggered something in my brain where it's like, I think I've seen this somewhere, but I don't know what it is. Can you explain further?
Yes, I can try my best. There's a lot of people in my close network that are deep in the deep state of the the universe of Vanderpump Rules. Are you familiar with the reality show?
Of course I am. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I've
So
seen a
with
few episodes way back, but I didn't know these places were real. So I'm guessing they're like the restaurants on set, or is the set the restaurant? I don't know.
the set is the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
And I've because of my circle having so deeply invested in this, I'm quite familiar with the lore of the show and the scandals and the dramas of these s restaurant employees now turned D-list celebrities and their their trials and tribulations in West Hollywood.
Mm,
So, as a result of my association, we ended up going to many of the ventures while I was in Los Angeles just to see what the scene was like. So we're talking
interesting.
the Blue Chip Sir, which is the base of the show, the restaurant Tom Tom, where that was recently opened in season 6, just
Of
wrecked with
course.
scandal, and
I didn't get that far.
the Mondrian Hotel, which was an ongoing
Oh,
location for that they would host events at. So those were the 3
oh,
spots that I hit that were on their list.
interesting. I'm pretty sure there is a rapper that shouted out the Mondrian Hotel.
Yeah, it's up on Sunset Strip, and it's kind of like an older one. Like, you got, like, one hotel next door and a few others, and they're all kinda like, bougie looking, but the Mondrian's starting to show its age a little bit, but they got a pretty fire, like, pool area and a really, like, Tulum-inspired brunch area that I hit up, which was pretty
Huh.
good. I would recommend it.
Interesting. Yeah, I noticed when I was looking at hotels in LA on my last venture out there, almost every spot that I looked at was like next door to the other one. It's
Yeah,
pretty crazy. Like on Sunset, like they're all kind of just in a row.
I think that's why they call it the Sunset Strip because just like Las Vegas, it's just a strip of hotels.
Oh, okay, got it. And all the women.
Oh, yeah, that too. Yeah,
Nice.
a lot of pools, a lot of pool parties.
Very nice.
Mhm. I did not
Cool.
stay there though. I was, down in, like, deep WeHo in at the Kimpton Lapeer, which is
Oh.
about you can kinda see the old Balenciaga store from it if you know that kind of corner. So, the
I think
closest
so.
restaurant was Craig's, so I popped in there for a quickie at the bar.
Oh, I see. So you're far west on the strip.
Yeah, west.
West west. Very nice. How far is that from the Oppenheimer Realty Group?
Oh, shit, yeah, dude, you're
That's
taking
my
an
main
Uber there.
landmark.
You ain't walking there.
You ain't
You're a little
walking?
bit
Oh shit.
you're a little bit southwest from there, maybe. We're kind of in, like that's kind of the like, the gay club district of, WeHo.
Fuck. Okay, yeah, I think I'm positioning you, I think. So you're closer to Melrose then? Is that right?
Right off Melrose, yeah. Like,
Okay, okay.
I
This
went
makes
for a
more
little
sense.
walk to the Real, and which was about 10 minutes east, and I was walking through because that's all, like, what traditionally is the design district for all the furniture brands, right? You got, like, your Cassia, your B&B Italia, your Knoll's, your Herman Millers are all out
Yeah.
there, but dude,
There's a
every
Nobu there.
single there is a Nobu a few blocks away. Every single building was for lease, like,
Oh,
in a 10-minute walk from basically Craig's to Glossier, I walked
yeah.
past, like, 50 empty buildings, 4 lease signs, all closed down. I don't know what's going on with that part of the city, but it is a zombie land right now.
That's really strange actually.
Mhm.
But yeah, I remember driving through there as well and thinking like, wow, the city is so not walkable.
Yeah, that's makes it even worse when there's no businesses.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, wow, there's nothing really going on here. Like, not a soul is stretching their legs on the sidewalk right now. You know, everyone's in the back of an Uber Black.
It's whack because like, an area like Rodeo is just popping off with people, so
Totally. But I found that like once you're around the Glossier, which is near the Real, right?
across the street.
Yeah. Okay. So once you're in that area, like you turn right down that little street. There's lots of
Mhm.
stuff. There's an
Yeah.
Earth Cafe. Lots
Yep.
of IG baddies are dining outside. you
Oh, you
know,
know I was eyeing the patio for anybody important. Oh,
anything.
not really, but I went across the street from Earth Cafe. There's a
Yeah.
Restoration Hardware, And
Okay.
dude, you got next time you're hit up Earth, take your coffee or your smoothie, head across the street. This is a deep cut. Pop in the elevator, go to the rooftop of Restoration Hardware. They've decked the whole thing out like an Italian villa up there. All of
Oh
the
shit.
front, it feels like you are nowhere in Los Angeles. There's nobody up there. You could just go sit on any of the patio furniture they're selling, have a beautiful view of the hills,
Oh
and
wow.
just chill. And while I was up there, I think I saw, the guy that plays the Italian dad in White Lotus, Michael Improni or something. He's
Don't know
also
his
in The
name.
Sopranos. Fairly
Huh.
certain he was trying to buy some furniture while I was like sipping an iced coffee.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't discovered that hack before, but yeah, I'll check that out next time.
Yeah, it's a good
But
move.
there's a kind of similarly, there is a tennis court not far from that area. I'm trying to remember. I think it's Melrose Park. It's like a very, very fucking generic name, but it's like on the rooftop of a parkade right
Mhm.
next to, you know, that building that's like green and blue and red. It's like very like contrasty, like primary colors.
Yeah, yeah, the Pacific Design Center. I know it's a community center that you're talking about, the tennis courts. I was looking
Yes.
out there because I looked up and I was like, Why does it look like there's a lifeguard on top of that building?" Then I
Dude,
checked Google
yes,
Maps
the
and it's a
fucking
fucking
lifeguard.
public pool.
Did you notice there's like it looked like there was people sitting by the glass? Like they're like leaning up against the glass? Did you
Yeah,
notice?
yeah. I kinda noticed I noticed there's people standing a little too close to the edge and they didn't look rich, so I was like, "What's going on up there?"
Dude, yeah. So the tennis court is connected to the pool and it's just on the other side of it. And we were playing tennis there for like hours and I kept looking over at the pool and there was like a outline of someone kind of like sitting by the fence, like on the rooftop. And I was like, wow, they haven't moved like an inch for multiple hours the whole time we were here. I was like, that's really creepy. Like, I don't know if they're looking at me or if they're looking out, you know?
Mhm.
And then like hours later, we went to the Craigs and I look up and I can see it. And it's like a cutout of a person. It's like printed on the glass as like a
Oh, shit.
decoration. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, you just fell for the human equivalent of a scarecrow.
Yeah, actually. Dude, skeuomorphic pool goer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it freaked the hell out of me. I was like, babe, we should get the hell out of here. I don't think we're
Yeah.
allowed to be here.
Dude, that area is so dead, they're just printing people now to fill it.
Damn, it's so unwalkable. They have to like they have to put people on. Yeah, dude. It's crazy because last week I saw in Hiroshima people burned into the side of buildings. And this is kind
Oh
of
my
a
god.
kind of a happy equivalent.
Yeah, we'll have to get into that next episode, I
Yeah.
think.
It's okay. It was almost 80 years ago, Ty. You can make jokes about it.
We can move on, yeah.
Yeah. Don't tell me it's too soon.
No, we're perfectly timely for that.
Excellent. Yeah. LA. Very cool, man.
Very cool.
Very
Wild ass
nice.
place. Always no it was dude, that it's a freaky place though. There's some characters for sure.
Did you go to Boa Steakhouse or did you simply window shop?
Oh, I was doing a drive-by of Boa Steakhouse
Oh,
in
okay.
Manhattan Beach on my way to Topgolf.
I only know one of those businesses. Can you explain to me what Topgolf is?
Dude, this is my first experience with Topgolf, and it is the most incredible thing ever invented by anybody.
Oh my god,
It
okay.
it's like they took a driving range and then they decked it out with technology so that you can see everything that happens with your swing. But if you're not a golfer, you don't care about that. So what they did is they made all these little mini games that use the concept of golf and the underlying technology to make golf accessible to any player, regardless of whether they're playing for the first time or they're pro, because you're not playing golf. You're playing a game built on the foundation of golf. So it's
Mhm.
goofy, it's fun, you can win if you suck. And then they got a server bringing you a beer the entire time.
Oh, you sold.
Yeah, you just got leather couches, temperature controlled pad. You have it for hours, and people just keep bringing you IPAs. It's awesome.
Wow, that sounds pretty great actually. So, you're just playing a bunch of mini video games where the whole concept is like you're swinging and hitting a ball. Are you physically
Basically.
hitting a ball or are you just swinging?
No, you're hitting a ball. You're whacking a ball out into the range, and Sometimes you
Oh,
hit the little
okay.
range cart, sometimes you hit the pins, sometimes you hit nothing, you still get points because it really depends on the game you're playing.
So this
It's
is
kind
a
of
real driving range, or is it like a screen that you hit?
the whole thing's a real driving range. They just have so many
Oh,
cameras and sensors that there might as well be a screen because they're like
oh
follow
wow.
your ball's flight path, and when it hits the ground, there'll be like in live real time, your TV next to you will be showing your ball crossing the like the span, hitting the ground, like exploding, or like leaving this fire trail along the ground, and then like you get a ton of points, and you're like, that was so cool, dude. Top Golf is amazing.
Right. So you can kind of pretend you're Israel and just like open fire on this golf course, right?
Oh, dude, I was on the top floor. I felt like I was the Iron Dome when it
Yeah.
was just like firing missiles out.
Wow, that's crazy. I've done virtual golf before where you hit the ball into like a projector screen and then it kind of does the same thing, I guess, but
Mm,
way lower fidelity. So that's pretty cool. I can get around with that, you know. No real golf shit. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I don't want to play golf. I just want to like hit stuff. Like I would go
that's
to
the
a
thing.
batting cage.
Yeah, no one wants to actually play golf. They just wanna, like, do something goofy, and golf is a good like, it's got a good foundation to build on.
Right. It's one
Yeah,
of
it
those games
slaps.
where it's like either you want it to be your turn or you can't wait for you to like get your turn over with.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, I'll be right back. And you'll hit the ball and you're like, come back to your beer, you know?
Yeah, yeah, you're, like, going in between sips. I don't know, those simulators, those things suck. I hate those because 'cause they're trying to replicate golf, and they should just, like, play a game that works for the technology that they have in front of them, which is absolutely
Mhm.
not golf. It's not a game of precision.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, you're right. It's not precise at all. It defeats the entire purpose.
Mhm.
I guess the whole point is like how hard can you launch this little ball at the wall, you know?
Dude, for sure. Like, all I'm thinking when I'm in one of those, like, basement golf simulators is, "Can I break this with sheer force?"
Yeah. So you went to Down Under on Granville as well.
Oh, I've been there a few times.
Damn it. Yeah, that's the only time I've ever experienced it. But I did dabble in ninja stars in Japan, and
Oh.
I'm like shockingly good at them.
Okay, so what happens with ninja stars? Like,
Well, it's like darts, but way cooler and not gay. You
so
basically just fucking line up and you let her rip.
you just, like, flick a star and then it, like, what are you trying to hit? Like, do you hit a little child? Do you hit a watermelon?
A target in my case, but I'm sure you can, you know, have a Fruit Ninja kind of spin off where someone throws a melon and you throw the ninja star at it. But I
Yeah,
imagine
I'm glad you
there's a
got my
lot of ways.
reference.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Is there babies in that game too? Did I miss that?
Mhm. Yeah, I think there might be a child, like a baby animal, like a fox.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you can hunt your own dinner. There was actually literally down the street was a place where you can fish your own dinner.
No.
Yeah, there was like a big tank of fish and they would give you a net and yeah, have at her. And then whatever you catch, you got to eat.
Freshly caught. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That
There's a
would
lot
that would
of
be
like novelty places that we can get into on a future episodes, but this is just a little teaser for you.
yo, okay, we gotta get into all of that. Coming going back to the throwing stars though for a brief minute,
Yeah.
what makes you good at it? And also, is
I
it
have no
common? Is this like a common, like, pastime of the Japanese people?
I don't know if it's common. It was in an arcade kind of area of Osaka. It's called Shinsekai, where they have like all kinds of games. They had this really common one that was like a pellet gun or like an airsoft gun, and you have to shoot in some cases like candy, and you get the candy, or you would like shoot something else, and then you would receive a prize for it. They had like 50 of those, like all around, and I kept seeing it, and they were all the exact same, like same prizes and stuff. I'm like, this seems whack. I don't want to play this. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see a little sign saying ninja stars with an arrow pointing upstairs. I was like, oh shit, we are so in. And we went up
Oh,
there.
for
And
sure.
so I have no idea if it's common or not, but I found the one place in Osaka, I guess, that had it. So yeah, and the guy would squeeze a little horn every time I got a bullseye, which was like 3 out of the 5 stars I had. It was pretty insane.
Wow, a horny venture.
Yeah. And then after all of that, he gave me a sticker, which was kind of whack. I was like, dude, I'm the only white guy who's gotten 3 bullseyes. Give me something better than a sticker.
Hey, man, do you think the actual ninjas got stickers when they excelled in practice? I doubt it, so
Maybe
take it
not.
or leave it.
Yeah, maybe they just got the baddest feudal bitch.
They get, like, 10 virgins for that.
Yeah. And like a yeah, like a lamb or something.
Yeah.
Nice.
Uh,
Well, yeah, dude, great trip. Stay tuned for more Japan content.
yeah, we'll tap more into that next episode. We gotta pace this out.
Yeah,
But,
40
thank you
minutes
for
already.
sharing your trials, and, think fresh, everybody.
Think fresh. Ciao.
Ciao.